Guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Gets fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 22. Here's Breeze. Trying to get at the top. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyler Davison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle to Smith. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he finds Tyler Croft. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Winston. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Winston now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyler Davison in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd and long for Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
11.
On first down, Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And they'll throw with Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And he's got room. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 83 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Breeze now on first down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
On the return is Henderson. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down, Kamara. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. On the return is Henderson. Nice little juke. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here. To begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Breeze now. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And
it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. He's going to go for a big play down. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Breeze leads this one with Kamara, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Hey, kill.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Has a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Here's Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on the 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back near his own goal line, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Here you go. Hey, two. Four down. Check. Ready.
Bree's going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
We got four. Ready. Blue 80. Ready, what's up?
Now Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Good. Line 4, ready.
On second down, here's Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. He'll get it up the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner.
And Winston lost the football. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other, 2-hand.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Winston here to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Tampa Bay, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my part.